Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my trophy guide for Elden Ring. Approach the main road and turn left. We now make our way all the way to Castle Sol at the northern edge of the map, so follow me as we make our way up and down several stairs and elevators. Activate the Forbidden Lands Site of Grace and continue the linear path. The weather conditions here offer low visibility, so be cautious of your movement. You also want to make it daytime to not run into another roaming boss here. Pick up another golden seed and then turn north where you want to avoid another boss and make your way inside the building to activate the Grand Lift of Rolled Site of Grace. Hoist your rolled medallion to use the lift and reach the mountaintops of the giants. Feel free to use the Zemmer Ruins grates ahead of you and then follow me through said Zemmer Ruins. Make your way across the massive wall. Don't mind the golem archer, as it is highly unlikely for him to actually hit you. Take note of the ancient Snow Valley Ruins grace to your left and follow me further northeast. You can turn south here to find another golden seed. Be mindful of the freezing lake grace here and ascend the incline before heading southwest. Activate the Snow Valley Ruins Overlook site of grace and follow my path exactly to avoid the gigantic skeletons. Drop down to the north here. Don't drop too early, as that will be too deep of a drop to survive. Once you made it all the way down, you want to turn east and make your way to Castle Sol. Feel free to use the Castle Sol main gate grace and then enter. Run around the Guardian line and up the stairs. Enter the building ahead of you and climb more stairs. Run straight once again while avoiding the enemies and quit out inside the building to exit combat. You can also find the Church of the Eclipse grace here. Pick up the Eclipse Shotel, being your 8th out of 9 legendary armaments. Run up more stairs and past more enemies to reach the fog gate. Use your Flask of Wondrous Physic, enter and use Comet Azur to one-shot the boss. Defeating Commander Niall will pop the trophy Commander Niall and lets you access the deepest parts where you can pick up the Haligtree secret medallion left. Fast travel to Grand Lift of Rold and press right or left on the D-pad in front of the lift to hoist the secret medallion and reach the hidden path to the Haligtree. Follow me up the stairs past all the enemies. Avoid the enemy dropping from above and take note of the hidden path to the Haligtree Grace. As you exit the structure, you will find yourself inside of a dense snowstorm, which makes it very hard to see. I want you to travel directly and exactly north, which will have you end up at the inner Consecrated Snowfield site of Grace where the snowstorm will subside. If you miss it, then simply travel north regardless until you exit the snowstorm and then look south to find it. From here, travel east along the frozen river to find the Cave of the Forlorn in the northern cliffside guarded by another giant land octopus. Use 2 Stonesword Keys to open up the fog gate and enter the cave where you can make use of the Cave of the Forlorn Grace. Follow me through the cave until we reach a dead end. Turn left here and jump off the nearby pillar to find a well-hidden path. Avoid the upcoming spirit jellyfish and drop down carefully to reach the boss. Enter the arena, summon your Ashen remains and make use of Rock Sling to finish this enemy. It can deal significant damage if it manages to use its weapon skill, so be prepared to counter heal. Defeating the Misbegotten Crusader will reward you with the Golden Order Greatsword, being your 9th out of 9 legendary armaments, which will pop the trophy Legendary Armaments. Fast travel back to inner Consecrated Snowfield where you want to attune the Stars of Ruin sorcery over Rock Sling. Now travel northwest to find another golden seed and enter Ordina Liturgical Town. Interact with the pedestal followed by the Everjail. Now follow my path exactly as we make our way around town to find and light 3 candles. Drop down and enter the town through its main entrance to avoid alerting one of the archers. Be mindful of an invisible Black Knife assassin here and spam roll if you are being attacked. Counter heal if she manages to grab you. Use the railing to reach another nearby ladder and use it to access the 3rd candle. From here you want to precisely follow me again as we are being attacked by 2 archers. Use a nearby dormer to hide from both archers. Use Stars of Ruin to take out the archer in front of you. Cast it as she shoots at you and immediately duck afterwards. Wait a second and then repeat to stay safe. Use the northern teleportation device to reach Miquella's Haligtree, and feel free to use the Haligtree Canopy Grace to rest. Switch your meteorite staff for the Carrion Knight's shield and start descending the branches. Make sure to block the bubble projectiles coming from the enemy in front of you. You will also be surrounded by Scarlet Rot, but don't worry about it. Descend the ladder and you will find the Haligtree Town Grace right there to heal yourself. Follow the fairly linear path and avoid the enemies or take them out at your own leisure. Jump across the gap here and run through the buildings to find and activate the Haligtree Town Plaza site of Grace. Switch back the Carrion Knight's shield for the meteorite staff and then rest to attune Rock Sling back over Stars of Ruin. Drop down from here and enter the building below to find another Somber Smithing Stone 9, and then follow me over the rooftops. Drop down here, pass through the building, and then jump over to the left platform when halfway over the bridge to avoid a battle mage to your right. Run past the battle mage in front of you and hug the wall so you won't get pushed off the platform by his more powerful spells. On the promenade you will encounter your next boss. Summon your Ashen remains and then make use of Rock Sling whenever the boss is distracted. Keep your distance and don't be too aggressive, as she can deal a lot of damage and does not die as quickly as previous bosses. Also be mindful of her glintstone phalanx. The swords hovering above her can decide to target you at any point, so be prepared to dodge sideways. Defeating Loretta, Knight of the Haligtree, will pop the trophy Loretta, Knight of the Haligtree. Follow the linear path and quit out at the prayer room side of Grace to exit combat and activate it. Jump over the railing here and drop off the roof right before jumping over to a nearby pillar. Then jump down to the bulwark. You can wait till the Erdtree avatar is gone to avoid being shot at while descending. Drop down further using another pillar and run towards the fog gate while avoiding the Revenant. Use one of your Stonesword keys to dispel the barrier, enter the room, and quit out to reset the enemy. Here we can now pick up Marika's Soreseal and replace Radagon's Soreseal with it. This will also be your 5th out of 8 legendary talismans. Fast travel back to Prayer Room and switch back Rocksling for Stars of Ruin. Then follow me across the balconies once again. Drop down here to reach a pavilion and enter the room to its left, where you can find a chest containing the Ashen remains of Cleanrot Knight Finlay, being your 5th out of 6 legendary Ashen remains. Exit the room and turn left until the path takes a right turn. Heal to full and drop off straight ahead. Climb the ladder across the yard and enter the big archway while running past all the enemies. Feel free to use the Alphael inner wall grace and then proceed deeper into the Haligtree. Use Stars of Ruin to take out the Kindred of Rot from above, and then roll into the river to catch Scarlet Rot the same way we did when we traversed the Lake of Rot. Cross the river while using Stars of Ruin to take out all the smaller enemies approaching you and healing whenever necessary. Traverse the roots and follow me to the drainage channel Site of Grace. Activate it and rest to heal yourself and then exit the sewers. Here you want to carefully make your way on top of the church and drop onto the rafters through a hole. Turn around and you will spot a chest containing the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, being your 6th out of 8 legendary talismans. Drop down while spam rolling to quickly reach the elevator below. Activate the Haligtree Roots Site of Grace and fast travel to Valley Ruins Overlook. Make sure it is nighttime, attune Night Comet over Stars of Ruin, and switch the Meteorite Staff for the Staff of Loss. Then make your way to the collapsed bridge east of you. Travel across the invisible bridge and look to your left. Once you reach the building across the canyon, you will see some patches of snow, revealing another invisible winded path leading up to a balcony. Enter the heretical rise from here and ascend to its top, where you can find a chest holding the Founding Rain of Stars sorcery, being your 7th out of 7 legendary spells. This will pop the trophy Legendary Sorceries and Incantations. Safely jump off the tower by copying my movement and make your way south. Activate the Whiteridge Road Site of Grace and head east until you reach the first Church of Marika, where you can find another sacred tier. Fast travel to Whiteridge Road and cross through the Guardian's garrison before crossing a massive chain. Feel free to use the Giant's Grave Post Grace to your left and then travel southwest to activate the Church of Repose Site of Grace. You will be invaded by Bloodyfinger Okina, so simply focus on activating the Grace first and then let the invader kill you. Pick up the final sacred tier in the game and exit the church again to travel further east. Left of here you can drop down to find the foot of the Forge Grace. Enter the large arena and approach the giant on horseback. Stop when he moves towards you and wait for an attack. You become fully invincible while dismounting Torrent as you're standing still. Summon your Ashen remains, heal up, and that is the only tricky part of the fight done. Use charged Night Comets to hit his left leg twice, which will stagger him. Use more charged Night Comets and then get back on Torrent while he transitions to phase 2. Cycle around the fire giant to avoid its wide-reaching attacks. When he uses his Flame of the Fell God, then you can either keep avoiding it or get close before retreating, which triggers its explosion. Stay far away when the boss faces towards you and get closer when you're behind him to use more charged Night Comets on the left leg. At half health he will transition to his last phase. Use your Flask of Wondrous Physic and then use Comet Azur without locking on. Aim for its head to one-shot phase 3. Defeating the Fire Giant will pop the trophy Fire Giant and rewards you with the remembrance of the Fire Giant. Follow me east to reach the forge and activate the Forge of the Giants site of grace. Then fast travel to War Dead Catacombs. Make use of the remembrance of the Fire Giant and then switch back to Rock Sling over Night Comet and the Meteorite Staff over the Staff of Loss. Now follow me through these catacombs where we will again have to find a lever which opens up the boss room. Ignore the enemies here, but be mindful of the archer atop the ledge as he can sometimes focus on you. Use the indent as cover and then run past the other archer as you want to copy my path exactly. Stay left here to avoid the enemy on the right and then drop through the opening in the right hand wall. Head up the stairs left of you and jump through another opening to find the first archer and the lever. Pull it and then run straight ahead from here to reach the fog gate. Enter the room, summon your Ashen remains and wait till the boss is distracted. Then be super aggressive and hit the boss with 5 rock slings to stagger it. Use your Flask of Wondrous Physic right after your 5th cast and kill the boss as it transitions to phase 2 by using Comet Azur. Make sure to keep some distance to not get caught in the explosion. This might take a few tries if the boss manages to grab you, but you only have to get moderately lucky one single time. Defeating this putrid tree spirit will reward you with the final golden seed of this guide, as well as the Ashen remains of Red Mane Knight Ogre, being your 6th out of 6 legendary Ashen remains, and popping the trophy Legendary Ashen Remains. Fast travel to Dynasty Mausoleum Midpoint, where you can now use all your remaining golden seeds and sacred tears to fully upgrade your flasks. Then use the elevator to reach another fog gate. Enter, use your Flask of Wondrous Physic as he reaches the end of the stairs and use Comet Azur to one-shot him. Defeating Mohg, Lord of Blood, will pop the trophy Shardbearer Mohg and rewards you with the remembrance of the Bloodlord. Fast travel to Forge of the Giants, and that concludes this episode. I will see you in the next one.